Good afternoon, my darlings. It is Saturday, the 4th of May, or as it should be known as International Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Just had to get that one out there. Oh, I absolutely adore Star Wars. It is probably, I would say, in my top 5. It's very close to number 1 for my science fiction movies. I love Star Wars. It's a guilty pleasure. What person on this planet doesn't love Star Wars? Anyway, so there you go. May the 4th be with you, my darlings. Now, I got you a little treat today for May the 4th. It is a Dean Koontz novel. It is Mr. Murder. Ooh, you are going to enjoy this one, my darling. It's a hefty chunk. But, and I promise you this, it's brilliant. It's so much fun. It's part of the Evil Twin set, alright? And I'll explain that as I go along. But yes, Mr. Murder. What's not to like? Shall read you the poem right at the front. Winter that year was strange and grey. The damp wind smelled of apocalypse. The morning skies had a peculiar way of slipping cat quick into the midnight. The Book of Counted Sorrows. Life is an unrelenting comedy. Therein lies the tragedy of it. One dead bishop, Martin Stillwater. And that's your beginning to Mr. Murder. Now, if that doesn't make you go, oh my goodness, I need to get myself a copy of this, I really need to read it, then what will? You are going to love it. Absolutely love it. So without further ado, I shall tell you it was first published in 1993 by Headline Book Publishings. This paperback edition was in 1994 by Headline Book Publishings. So this is the first edition of the paperbacks from Headline Book Publishing. And oh my Gideontus, it's relentless. It does not stop. It doesn't take its foot off the gas from the start to the finish. It's mind-bending, is this novel. It's just part of the Evil Twins, and it's just fantastic. It really is. And boy, oh boy, are they evil. But why are they evil? Let's begin. Meet Martin Stillwater, Mr. Perfect, Mr. Famous, Mr. Wonderful. Yes, he's a very famous author, is Martin Stillwater. He is married to his wife Paige and has daughters Charlotte and Emily. And oh boy, if they've had a third one and called her Anne, we could have had the Bronte sisters. Sorry, my little private joke. But yes, I did pick up on the names. And oh, it would have been just so wonderful if it had a third one and we could have called her Anne. Yes, now you really would have had the Bronte sisters. Anyway, Martin lives a very blessed life. He has fame and fortune. Everything a man could ever want. He lives an idyllic family life. So why is he so terrified? Why does he have sudden blackouts? Why does he have such dread? There must be an explanation, mustn't there? There has to be. One day, a man breaks into Martin's house and attacks him. This man is a spitting image of Martin. And the man wants Martin's life. He wants his wife, his children, and he believes that they belong to him, and that Martin has stolen them from him. How can this be? Martin doesn't have a twin. Who is this person? And why does he look like Martin? Your head must be spinning at this point in the plot, because believe me, mine was. And I don't shake easily. I also figure things out as I'm reading, but with this book, every time I thought I'd figured something out, something else popped up and something else. So I never really got it. You only get what's going on in the last few pages, when everything is tied up quite neatly, but slowly, so your brain has a chance to catch up, which is a good thing. And thank you, Dean, because after what I'd read, I needed that little bit of a breather. Yeah. Martin thinks he's ill, so he arranges to see the doctor to look for a brain tumour or lesions or some kind of cancer. He and Paige are very, very worried. Marty is having more strange blackouts. The killer doesn't know his name. He only knows the name that Martin uses. He has no family, no friends, and no home. He cannot recall who he is. Only he can't even recall who gives him his assignments. And he doesn't why all his targets have to die. Sometimes in despair, he is overwhelmed by his loneliness. He senses in a town he can't yet envision that life awaits him, a place to call home and everything he dreams of. So the killer is looking for Martin Stillwater, and he wants to be Martin. He looks like Martin, but he isn't Martin. So who is he? Charlotte, Martin's daughter, knows something is wrong with her daddy. The man moves like daddy, sounds like daddy, and has the mannerisms. Or does he? His smile isn't daddy. He seems to be pretending when he smiles. Yes, she knows daddy isn't daddy. Oh my goodness, that child must be absolutely terrified. I know I would be. Flipping heck. Things get even weirder. And I mean, we've gone beyond the Twilight Zone at this point. We've skipped past the outer limits and we're on to weird tales. Yeah. The lookalike Marty is very, very special. And the normal Marty is absolutely terrified of him. The lookalike Marty can heal very quickly. And he is an unstoppable killing machine. He is absolutely ravenous all the time and constantly has to eat. And where a meal for a normal person will be a simple portion, this Marty needs 2 or 3 of those portions and chocolate cake to wash it down with. And gallons of Coca-Cola. Goodness me. That must be connected to his ability to heal incredibly quickly, would you think? The police are no help to normal Marty. So what can Marty do other than him and his family must flee to escape the onslaught that the fake Marty is about to bring down on all their heads? Are the real and fake Marty twins separated at birth? Evil twin story. Ooh. Now, I am reminded very much so, of The Dark Half by Stephen King. Except this is where it gets a bit different, and Dean Koontz goes off in the most bizarre tangent you would ever think of. String theory means nothing to Mr. Koontz. He's got his own dimension, man, and he's in it. Oh, goodness me. I would say all the great writers that I have come across in my life, James Herbert, Stephen King and Dean Koontz, have all done the evil twin story, and have done it superbly. Yeah. And this is a fantastic version of an evil twin. My goodness me, if that was my twin, I'd be looking at my parents and saying, how could you? Yes, yo, how could you? I would say this is definitely in the novel for Christmas. Evil Santa, anybody? You're getting shot with your own shit for Christmas, and that's your lot. Absolutely. A lump of coal? Nah, hand grenade more like. Oh dear me. Don't put your hands in your Christmas stockings, kids. You ain't going to find Mr. Potato Head. The government are involved in the shadow conspiracy. And they are quite the villains. They are full of quirks and, oh my goodness me, what a bunch of weirdos. They are ruthless in their actions, and of course they are a secret government organisation, so no one, not even the police, believe Marty when he tries to tell them about them. Oh yeah, and you're really going to rock up to the police station and say, oh, I really got to tell you about this secret government organisation. They're going to look at you as though you fell out the last banana tree. Absolutely. Now, we all know that the killer wants Marty dead, so he can resume Marty's place. The problem is that the evil Marty is an absolute psycho and not Family Guy. He desperately wants to be Family Guy, but this guy, he would make Norman Bates blush. Yeah, he's that much of a psycho. Oh, there are plenty of twists to this story and some side plots that'll make your head spin. Oh yeah, you know that I said that Dean Koontz had his own dimension? I think he's also got his own universe. Yeah, definitely. It's a very, very suspenseful novel, and it will keep you up at night questioning who is who. And why would the government do something like this? Exactly. Except this secret government organisation shouldn't have been found out about. I don't know. This is your classic cat and mouse thriller, and the ending has more twists than the game Twister. Absolutely, this book is screaming 10 out of 10. I know Dean Koontz is Marmite, you either love him or hate him, but I love him. He's different, he's a breath of fresh air, he's not what you would expect. None of his stories are what you would expect. They're all utterly unique, and only Dean could have written them. So give yourselves a treat. If you're looking for something to read over the bank holiday, and it might take you a little bit longer than the bank holiday, but Mr. Murder, make sure it's on your radar, because you are absolutely going to love it. Yeah, the evil Santa in this puts the ho 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 into Christmas. Thank you, evil Santa. Thank you, Mr. Dean Koontz. You've done an absolute blinder. So I will say what I always do, my darlings. Happy readings, my darlings, and enjoy. And I'm sure you will absolutely love Mr. Murder. May the Force be with you. Use the Force. Use the Force.